Going to take a look at all the booster boxes for the Scarlet and Violet era and take a look at what the booster boxes prices are doing, and yeah, just see if there's any opportunities or whether something is too expensive. And yeah, just a general look at how things are in the market, especially with everything moving up so fast. You just gotta reflect on how they're doing and see what's the appropriate next steps. Could be either do I sell if you have any, do I sell right now, do I hold, and if you don't have any, should you be buying at the moment? Obviously none is financial advice, this is just what I'm doing and what my views are at the moment. So let's take a look first at the base set. Now based on history, all the base sets of each era are generally quite weak. Go back to Sword and Shield base, Sun and Moon base, and now Scarlet and Violet base. It's a relatively weak set, I have to say. So Scarlet and Violet base, I think the most expensive card is under $100. There was that Miriam at one stage, the Miriam Out Art Trainer used to be, or SIR, used to be quite expensive. Now, yeah, there's no cards above $100 at the moment. Right now, a booster box is going for $244 on TCG Market, TCG Player Market, and $230, $240, not doing a lot. But if we just look at a year back, obviously a year back, Pokemon was in a very different market compared to now. A year back, you could have gotten this at $100. Now it's more than doubled. It's risen by 143% and 143 and 38%. Right now at 244. Would I get into it? No. Right now, this is not a strong set. It's actually quite a weak set. Will it do well in the future? Who knows? Unlikely. I would rather focus my attention on stronger sets. But I don't have, okay, disclaimer, I don't have one of these at the moment. But yeah, definitely not looking to get one of these right now. Will go up further potentially, but once the market corrects, I don't think it's gonna sit at this price, especially because it's a weaker set. Okay, moving on to Paldea Evolved. This set is obviously, this one has the Magic Carp, the Shinji Kanda one, and lots of hype around it. But again, if you look at it a year back, you'll be quite surprised. You could get this for $133 below MSRP. Now it's a $472 box. This is the most expensive box at the moment in Scarlet and Violet. $472. This is a 252% increase in 1 year. This has the Magic Carp. It has the Iono Out Art SIR. And yeah, 425, 451, 438. Looks like it's on its way to break 500. It's really being carried by the Magic Carp. Other than that, there's really not much going for it at the moment. Yes, there's some nice illustration rares, but besides from that, I don't know why people are really hyping this up, besides from the Magic Carp. Yes, the Magic Carp in the PSA 10 is a few $1,000s. I also don't have one of these. I did open a couple of booster boxes back in the day. I did not open the Iono. I think I opened the Tyranitar illustration ray. Did not open the Magic Carp. Would I get into it at this price? I also don't think so. I don't think it's one of the stronger sets. You could probably call it a low A tier set, mainly because of the Magic Carp. But the whole set as a whole, it's not really super strong. So I'm okay with missing, you know, the booster box, or rather go into newer sets where I can get things at MSRP, rather than jumping in this right now. Could it be $1,000 booster box one day? Yeah, it's not impossible. Then to Obsidian Flames, probably one of the weakest sets, but still I don't think it's as weak as the base set. At least you still got a card above $100, which is the Charizard SIR. It's mainly a Charizard set being carried by Charizard and none others, so it's kind of struggling a lot at the moment. Besides from Charizard, there's really nothing going for it. There could be that Ninetales, but yeah, $332 for this box. It's more expensive than Scarlet and Violet base, but much cheaper than, much lower, not cheaper, much lower than the Paldea Evolved. I do have a few ETBs, and ETBs are doing better than this booster box because there's a really strong promo in the ETB which features Charmander and Pidgey. That's why ETBs are doing better than this booster box. Would I buy a booster box at 332 right now? No, I wouldn't do that. I think it's not a strong set. Probably a B tier or even a C tier set. Yeah, so happy with missing this. I'm just happy with the few ETBs I've got. Paradox Rift, 315. Also, there's really not much going for it at the moment. Paradox Rift, Temporal Forces, and yeah, sort of the mid sets. There's really not much you can say besides from the Roaring Moon and then Temporal Forces. Again, you can't really say much about this set. So these are those sets where you're like, oh, you don't really remember them. If I ask you Scarlet and Violet, you can't really name them. 315, it's lower than the Obsidian Flames. But again, yeah, not a set I would get into at the moment. And I'm okay with missing. And then Temporal Forces, another one that you sort of just forget, 259. Sort of in the Scarlet and Violet based region price. Also risen a lot over the past year, 124%. It was chilling at $115 just a year ago. Let's take a look at Paradox Rift again. $104. Okay. Yeah, it's only got the Roaring Moon and the Iron Valiant and the Cerulege. Temporal Forces, you got the Walking Wake, Iron Leaves, and then Gorging Fire. Not really a strong set. Probably a weaker set. I'll probably call it a C tier set. So yeah, my view is I'm not getting into this. I don't have these boxes and not planning to add to my collection. Twilight Masquerade, this is an interesting one. Ursaluna, and then you got Ogre over there. So the reason why this is doing a bit better is because it's a stronger set. It's almost a B tier, maybe a high B tier set. Set value is also a bit stronger. So that's why booster box is 329. I mean, let's just compare to a year ago. Okay, this is starting in the region where, you know, it's sort of around MSRP. Okay, but still a bit lower. And then now it's 329. So yeah, I also don't have this box. And not really looking to get into this box anytime soon, unless closer to the print run, the end of the print run, then maybe I'll get one. But if I do want to get a booster box, I'll probably get one of these compared to the other sets. I think this one is a slightly stronger set. Stellar Crown, yeah, this is a funny one. It's got the Kanto starters. It's got the Bulbasaur and the Squirtle illustration rare, which fits well with the Obsidian Flames ETP promo. But other than that, Terrapagos, it's a weak set, not a strong set. 272 for a booster box. Why is there a 44 recent sale? Okay, Korean booster box. Yeah, TCG player really needs to fix this. They're mixing Korean booster boxes. Anyways, 272, kind of the weakest sets. Some similar price as Paradox Rift and then Scarlet and Violet base. Really not much going for it besides from the illustration rares. So if you want to open packs, this is probably one you can consider just for the fun of it. But from an investment perspective, I just don't see this set doing as well as the stronger sets long term. Here's the funny thing with Pokemon, it's not normally that the lower, you don't really go for the lower price booster box. You go for the stronger sets, even if they're slightly more expensive, because long term they have a higher potential of more gains. Okay, and this is one of them. It's like just relatively weak sets. So okay, now we're getting into the stronger sets. Surgeon's Box, and Surgeon's Box, probably a low A tier set. I'll probably put this around Paldea Evolved. Right now it's 288. I do see this catching up to Paldea Evolved. Set value wise, they're not too far apart, and it's got that Pikachu SIR, which is quite nice and popular, and it's also got the Latias, so a few chases. So 288, not a bad price. I do have booster boxes of this set, and my view now, I'm not gonna sell now. I do see it potential. I see it has potential to move higher, and even if reprints come through, I'm okay. It can drop a bit, and that's fine with me. Holding it for the long term, I'm gonna hold for until at least the reprint cycle is done, and then maybe I'll look through to liquidate some. Journey Together, this was an unfortunate set. It was stuck between Distant Rivals and Surgeon's Box, two relatively stronger sets in the Scarlet and Violet era, so that's why I couldn't shine. But this is the enhanced booster box, which has the Reshiram with a stamp on it. 262. It's relatively weaker set, B tier set perhaps. I also have a few booster boxes of this set. Not really looking to add more to it, and also not looking to sell, but I'll see. It's a weaker set, and I'll see. After print cycle, maybe it will get its time to shine. And this is a normal booster box. It's funny because it's almost similar as the enhanced, despite the enhanced having a $20 promo code. So also have a few of these weaker set, and just there was I managed getting at a decent price around MSRP, so that's why I held, and I look forward to seeing this set having its time to shine. And yeah, that's what I'm doing, not looking to add more. So you can see from in general my theme is I'm not really adding more to all these positions. I generally get in at release around MSRP, and then I wait for reprints to happen, and then try to pick them up again at a low price. Okay, Distant Rivals. This set is arguably the best main set in Scarlet and Violet. Poor allocations locally, so I couldn't get a lot of these, even though I pre-ordered a lot, unfortunately. So my position is very low on this. It's a very strong set. Not as strong as I would have liked it, because it wasn't a fully Team Rocket themed set. It also got some other random theme added to it, and there wasn't also the Dark Pokemon set, so the Pokemon really missed a lot. Otherwise could have been a high A tier, S tier set, but now it's only a A tier, mid A tier set. So 417, but previously it was actually going crazy. People were buying this thing up where it almost shot through a 500. So it's still, it's early days. I think reprints can come through quite soon, where this price could then go down maybe to the 350s, maybe even below 300. Who knows how big the reprint is going to be. If I could pick it up at MSRP again, I'll definitely increase as much as I can. But if it's still going to be around this $400 region, I'm rather leave it, even though I know it's going to be $500, $800, even $1,000 box in 3 years time. I'll rather put those funds into a newer set at MSRP, which will probably get the same amount of returns. Okay, but yeah, that's just something I'm willing to pass for now. But yeah, definitely a strong set. I'm not looking to sell at the moment, even though I have a very low position. And yeah, so that's pretty much Scarlet and Violet, but we can talk about Mega Evolutions quickly. So Mega Evolutions base set is probably an outlier. It's probably one of the strongest base sets compared to other eras. It's actually not a weak one, especially with the introduction of the new rarity, the Mega Ultra Ray. And so yeah, it's shooting up for a new set, 324. That's crazy. And even for a normal one, it's 302. So yeah, definitely a strong set. I got some at pre-orders, and that's probably all I'm gonna get. I know there's some hype element to it, so I do see it being seen as somewhat of a correction once reprints come in, going back to that 250 price range. But yeah, it turns out to be a stronger set than I had anticipated. I initially thought, it's not really a strong theme. I mean, it's got God of War, Lucario, Venusaur, and Kangaskhan. I mean, those are mid-level Pokemons. Yeah, somewhat of a relatively popular, but you know, it's not strong like a Evolution or a Charizard, Gengar. Okay, but anyways, yeah, that's really my take. Be careful out there. Yeah, always stick to a budget, and I'll catch you next one.